Hello and welcome back. This is Rajesh Singh. In this video, we shall discuss the basic concepts of restitution of conjugal rights and the procedure to be followed while filing for a petition of marriage restoration under Section 9 Hindu Marriage Act 1955. This video will also look into the constitutional debate of the validity of this concept in the modern scenario. Friends, in India, the institution of marriage is governed by the personal laws. These personal laws govern concepts like divorce, maintenance, custody, and restitution of conjugal rights. So let's here understand restitution of conjugal rights. Actually, the restitution of conjugal rights is also known as right to stay together, or people call it marriage restoration or Section 9. Section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides for restitution of conjugal rights. It states that if one of the spouses abandons the other without reasonable cause, the aggrieved party has a legal right to file a petition in the district matrimonial court for restitution of conjugal rights. Let me throw more light. If either the husband or the wife, without reasonable excuses, withdraws from the society of the other, the aggrieved party may approach the court for restitution of conjugal rights. The decree of restitution of conjugal rights cannot be executed by forcing the party who has withdrawn from the society of the other to stay with the person who institutes petition for restitution of conjugal rights. The decree can be executed only by attachment of the properties of the judgment debtor. The practice has shown that the decree of restitution of conjugal rights is a paper decree. However, if the decree of restitution of conjugal rights is not honored for a period more than 1 year, subsequent to the date of the decree, it becomes a ground for divorce. In India, marriage is considered as a very sacred institution. Though marriage is governed by the personal laws and the rules of marriage may be different, but all the religions accept marriage as a very sacred institution. It considers marriage a framework which keeps on this society well functioning. The fundamental ideology behind recognizing the law, even after much deliberation, is that it protects the sanctity of the institutions of marriage. This is ironical because marriage is the celebration of togetherness of two people, and when one person is not interested in this fellowship, there seems no point in forcing it on them. Now let us know what are essential to be fulfilled for marriage restorations legally. Point 1, that is, one party must have left the society of the other and deserted conjugal life. Second point, that is, the withdrawal of the party should be without any reasonable cause. And third point, that is, the aggrieved party needs to file a petition for restitution of conjugal rights before principal judge of the family court. Now let us know court procedure in short. Friends, in short, the aggrieved party files a petition for restitution of conjugal rights in the district where the aggrieved party and his or her spouse resided after commencing their matrimonial relation. The Honorable Principal Judge of the Family Court, after listing both the sides and on being satisfied by the truth of the statements made in the petition, decides and grants a decree of restitution. And if the decree of restitution is not obeyed or complied with, then the honorable judge can attach and sell the property of the judgment debtor. Now let me explain court procedure in step by step. Step 1. The aggrieved party files the petitions for restitution of conjugal rights before the principal judge of the family court. Second point, that is, copy of the petitions along with notice is sent to the respondent with mentioning a date from the court. Third point, that is, both the parties, I mean husband or wife, they have to appear physically before the court. If both the parties, both the spouse are not present physically in the court, then next date is given. Thereafter, when both the parties appear physically, then the honorable principal judge wants to know the reasons, whether they want to join the society or not. If they are not ready to join the society or resume the matrimonial relations, then the honorable judge sent them for court counseling in the mediation center. Friends, in mediation center, there is a mediation member. He is called DLSA. DLSA means member of DLSA means District Legal Service Associations. He tries his level best to pursue both the party for compromise. If he fails to pursue in compromising, then he reports the court and returns the files to the real court. In real court, what happens now? Also, you should know. In real courts, I mean in family court, the honorable principal judge asked the respondent to submit written statement or show cause. And after the submissions of show cause or written statement, issue is framed by the honorable judge, and now case starts full-fledgedly. After starting the case, the honorable judge asked the petitioner to submit the affidavit of all the witnesses. After the submissions of affidavit of all the witnesses, date is fixed for cross-examinations. In cross-examinations, one by one, witnesses comes in the witness box, and the defense lawyer, I means lawyers of respondent, starts cross-examining the witnesses. Generally, 2 or 3 witnesses are presented in matrimonial suits. Thereafter, also the honorable principal judge asked the defendant or opposite party to file affidavit of the witnesses, and also opposite party, they submit affidavit of the witnesses, and when the witnesses comes from opposite party sides, then prosecution lawyer also cross-examine them. When all the witnesses appeared before the court and their statements are written, all the witnesses are cross-examined. Thereafter, date is fixed for arguments. In arguments, both the lawyer, they try to convince to the honorable judge what are the facts, what are the circumstances, why respondent is not joining the society, or how the petitioner has been deserted their conjugal life. And thereafter, date is fixed for judgment. And after observations, after analyzing, after many findings, court decides and grants a decree of restitution. Friends, here we must say that if opposite party is not satisfied with the judgment of the trial court, then opposite party can also appeal in the High Court or later on Supreme Court. This case is also appealable. Friends, during this period, wife can also claim maintenance under Section 25 Hindu Marriage Act 1955. And if the degree of maintenance is not complied with, then the court can attach property of the judgment debtor. So friends, in this way I have explained restitution of conjugal rights. If you have any problem and doubts, you may ask in comment box. Friends, every case has different scenario and nature of the case. So it is here advised to consult your lawyer for details legal advice. Thank you for watching this video. See you in next video. Bye.